Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be having a look at Rivian. It's actually been a while since we've looked at Rivian. Rivian confirms production of 7,363 vehicles. These are electric pickup trucks and SUVs in Q3 and a significant ramp. Now this is actually quite incredible. This announcement, not many people were expecting it. Not many people were expecting Rivian to produce over 7,000 vehicles, including SUVs and pickup trucks, the third quarter of 2022 alone. The third quarter of 2022 closed out Rivian's first year of producing vehicles, and the automakers managed a significant ramp over the last 12 months. Rivian representatives were actually quoted as saying, "Today announced production totals for the quarter ending September the 30th, 2022. The company produced 7,363 vehicles at its manufacturing facility in Normal, Illinois, and delivered 6,584 vehicles during the same period." Now that's a significant growth. That is 67% quarter-over-quarter growth increase, considering Rivian produced about 4,400 vehicles in Q2 alone. Rivian numbers are getting bigger and bigger. That is extremely impressive. So with the release of the Q3 production and delivery results, Rivian reiterates that it believes it can hit the goal of achieving an annual production of 25,000 vehicles in 2022. That's impressive. I didn't think that they could hit this number, but now I'm starting to change my mind. Rivian went from approximately 4,000 vehicles to 7,000 vehicles in the space of 3 months. Yeah, that's extremely impressive. So what could they accomplish in the next 3 months? October, November, December, before the end of the year. Could they produce 10,000 vehicles? It's definitely possible for them to produce at least between 8 to 10,000 vehicles. Now these figures remain in line with the company's expectation, and it believes it's on track to deliver 25,000 vehicles annually, of course. Rivian has now produced just over 15,000 vehicles so far in 2022. Therefore, it would need to ramp up to 10,000 vehicles in Q4 to achieve its goal. And I think that's the objective. I think that's definitely possible for Rivian. They've just produced over 7,000 vehicles, 3,000 more vehicles. That would make it 10,000 for the remaining 3 months of this year. That is definitely possible for Rivian. Now, the automaker is currently producing the R1T electric pickup truck and the R1S SUV that's built on the same platform. And do not forget its commercial van. Rivian has recently started delivering these commercial vans to the primary built person, Amazon, to its primary customer, that is Amazon right now. Now, this is absolutely incredible. The fact that Rivian, in the space of 1 year, has showed the potential to getting close to 30,000 vehicles being built this year, that is absolutely incredible. What could they do next year? That's the big question. And let's not forget, Rivian is on a forever expansion. They're looking to build more factories. They're looking to ramp up their current factory to produce more vehicles. And do not forget, these sales are coming from America. Rivian is not producing vehicles in Europe. They're not selling vehicles in Europe or China yet. So these numbers are not even including how well they'll do overseas, how well they'll do in Europe, how well they'll do in Asia, how well they'll do in Africa, how well they'll do in other countries, South America, Caribbean. The list goes on. These are just the American numbers so far. But keep in mind, it's not all great for Rivian. They are losing approximately 1.7 to 1.8 billion per quarter right now because they are still extremely inefficient with producing vehicles. You know, Tesla is the expert on producing electric vehicles, and everyone is trying to learn from Tesla how to be minimal, how to be more cost effective, how to work on a budget, how to survive when you literally have no money that's left. Tesla is the person, Tesla is the company that has been through hell and beyond and survived somehow. Now, the good thing for Rivian is that they still, as a company, have about 15 billion in cash on hand at the end of last quarter, so it's not critical yet. But we do need to see significant improvement in gross margin because last quarter cost them over 1 billion to make about 364 million worth of vehicles. And that's not a fair trade. Costing 1 billion to make 364 million worth of vehicles, not a fair trade. So how the hell is Rivian going to make a profit? That's the question. How are they planning to make a profit? What Rivian has right now is one of those mission impossible problems. They've got a real problem and they need to solve it, and that's the inefficiency in manufacturing EV vehicles. It's incredibly difficult, especially when it comes to making a profit, especially in the current market. Lithium prices are rising a lot, and Rivian needs to find a solution for this. Every EV company needs a solution for the rising cost of lithium. As a human race, we do not have the infrastructure to support the mass production of EV vehicles. Not yet. We don't have this infrastructure in terms of the sourcing materials for lithium. Previously, companies were only worried about supplying battery for laptop, phones, accessories. It was a much different picture, and the world was built to sustain that type of growth. But this type of growth, the amount of lithium that's needed to sit beneath your feet in your electric vehicle is insanely huge. To produce this lithium, to mine this lithium, to turn this lithium from raw material to actual lithium where it's usable, it's a huge problem for lithium to overcome. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how they intend to turn a profit. Now, I can guarantee that they will be delivering a lot more vehicles by next year. However, will this help to fix the problem? Only little bit. It will help to fix the problem, but not as much as we're hoping for. The simple fact is there is no quick solution for Rivian. The good thing about Rivian is that they have an insane amount of demand for these vehicles, especially in America. That's the good thing. But they have to become way more efficient at producing these vehicles to turn a profit. Tesla, that's what Tesla specializes in. They're becoming extremely efficient at producing electric vehicles and saving money. Now that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. And of course, I will see you in our next video.